Your company wants to throw a back to school event for the students of your university. However, the last time you all tried this type of event, the student turnout was not that good, and the students who were there didn't even stay long. This makes you and your company pose the question, how do we get more students involved and how do we get the word out to them about our events? These type of questions made us, the students of the University of West Georgia Consulting Company, debut in 2008. We aim to connect different schools and help them improve their lines of communication outside of school with students. We aim to review and go over the policies to touch up on your strengths, improve your weaknesses, and broaden your opportunities and remove all possible threats. This department that we have selected to improve their communications is the Career Services on the campus of the University of West Georgia. We, the students of the West Georgia Consulting Company, want to provide our expertise, knowledge, and effectiveness in communication to the Career Services. We want Career Services to be able to better market themselves to show the students what Career Services is all about and what they're capable of. We want to make Career Services become the most engaging department on the campus and to prove to students that the Career Services wants to help them enhance their skills to be well prepared and become part-time of the future workforce. We hope that we will prove the strategies that we have are beneficial to overall help the goal of the Career Services, and we look forward to working with them. Students of your university. However, the last time you all tried this type of event, the student turnout was not that good, and the students who were there didn't even stay long. This makes you and your company pose the question, how do we get more students involved and how do we get the word out to them about our events? These type of questions made us, the students of the University of West Georgia Consulting Company, debut in 2008. We aim to connect different schools and help them improve their lines of communication outside of school with students. We aim to review and go over the policies to touch up on your strengths, improve your weaknesses, and broaden your opportunities and remove all possible threats. This department that we have selected to improve their communications is the Career Services on the campus of the University of West Georgia. We, the students of the West Georgia Consulting Company, want to provide our expertise, knowledge, and effectiveness in communication to the Career Services. We want Career Services to be able to better market themselves to show the students what Career Services is all about and what they're capable of. We want to make Career Services become the most engaging department on the campus and to prove to students that the Career Services wants to help them enhance their skills to be well prepared and become part-time of the future workforce. We hope that we will prove the strategies that we have are beneficial to overall help the goal of the Career Services, and we look forward to working with them.
Starting in 2008 as a small business, West Georgia Consulting has grown to work with large corporations that help improve the communication skills that are required of today's continually changing business world and lead companies to become successful and profitable. For 10 years, we have provided quality service, resources, and strategies for businesses who are looking for the best ways to improve their communication skills between their stakeholders and their customers in order for them to successfully adapt to the changing world of business.
Here at West Georgia Consulting, we've been looking at career services of the University of West Georgia, and we are providing new ways to um, better communicate to the student body of West Georgia and internally within the Department of Career Services. We understand that the main goal of Career Services is to reach the student body and help and assist them in their job search endeavors, their interview skills, their resumes, and any other questions that they might have. And we hope to provide new ways of reaching the students and helping them be more aware of who Career Services is and what they have to offer. First, I just want to look at the success that West Georgia Consulting's had with other companies in the past. We've had numerous companies that we've worked with, and we've always been able to provide them with um, new effective communication strategies, and we hope to provide that same service to career services. We plan to provide effective communication strategies that will make career services more known on campus, the student body to be more aware of who they are and what their purpose is. And we also want to help implement and develop new marketing strategies through social media or whatever it may be to make career services known and understand what they have to offer for the students at the University of West Georgia. So now Connor is going to look at how we plan to provide some internal communication strategies to help within the department.
My department was internal communication. Internal communication is pretty much how the department can communicate better within the organization. And I talked about a couple of the ways they could do that in my report. But one of the main things is really getting flyers out around campus, allowing the student body to see how career services actually works and can benefit them. I believe that they can be a huge asset to us as students, and all we need is for them to internally communicate with the students here at West Georgia, especially on campus, with how they do what they do and why they do it so well. If we can conquer this task together, I believe this department will definitely see some growth, and this will allow the department as a whole to grow, and this will open up more jobs for the university. So you really start to see how important communication actually is, especially internally with each other. The last thing I really want to talk about is how career services and the people there need to be more vocal about where they're located, how they can help, and things like that. So that's really it. This has been a great project, and I really appreciate all the help from my teammates, and internal communication has been a pleasure to study.
Hello, my name is Jayla Baldwin, and I work for West Georgia's Consulting Company, which we go around and help different schools in their departments, just try to get the students more involved. So we're working with West Georgia University in their Career Services Department, and I actually am a part of the External Communication Affairs, which I internally go in and think of ways outside of the school. How can we help as far as social media, and what other ways can we get the students involved, because our rates are kind of low, their rates are kind of low, so just helping with that. So what I've decided, it was to make an app. That was one of the resources that I came up with in order to help the students better gain knowledge on what the career services is and what they do to cater to their students. So this app will have updates on, what's going on, what all services do we have, and just different things. I also put together, just different events that cater to those services. Just say, for instance, if they cater to resumes, one day we'll have an event where you come in with a suit or, a dress, just look nice, professional, and you come in, let us know, hey, I want to interview, and we'll set up a mock trial for you guys to, kind of give you feedback and not be nervous, just kind of be relaxed and just help you get through our events. We'll host games and just different things to get our students involved. And my third thing was social media. Being more prevalent on social media really helps nowadays, because that's all the students are into. So on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything, we will be posting what we got going on the app as well as on social media, to help the students kind of gain a better connection with us and just help them externally figure out which way to go and how to pinpoint what students' needs are within this. So yes, like I said, I'm Jayla Baldwin. I work for West Georgia's consulting team, and I am a part of the external communications. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Now we're taking it to Connor. Now we're taking it to Dominic. What?
Here at the University of West Georgia, our consulting company has influenced many students. See, being a college student can be the most difficult thing in life if you let it. The hardest thing is being stuck between finding who you are and defining who you are to the world. You know, graduating from high school, you're really left with two options. That's either going to college and getting a degree or going straight to the real world. The difference between the two is that in college you can choose who you want to be. Well, it's easier to choose who you want to be. You know, in the real world you're limited to that option because many jobs require college degrees, especially internships. You know, but you're limited because unless you're talented or skilled enough at a specific occupation, then it's going to be hard to find a successful career, basically. So, you know, but college isn't just a golden ticket either. It also has its downfalls for those who aren't in college. Imagine going through high school all over again after already achieving your diploma. But now you're having to pay for the same type of classes just at a more advanced level. And these classes may or may not lead you into the successful career down the road. You know, and many a times some of the classes may seem irrelevant to what it is that you got to do. But, you know, in life, you got to do what you got to do. You know, and like I said, unless you're an athlete or have some a skilled occupation or just had the good grades in high school to be able to afford to pay your tuition off, then you're really going to need to do good in college because when you get to that road, then those loans and those debts come up and you didn't get to where you wanted to get to, you know, those things start to settle in a little bit. So those are just things to account for. Um, but excuse me, but yes, with that said, you know, I recommend that our consulting company just reaches out to a more bilingual audience, and you know, we try to diversify our staff a little more, and you know, get more traditional, have more cultures coming in, you know, just more people, so we can spread the word to a bigger variety, a bigger audience, and you know, hopefully one day we can expand bigger than University of West Georgia. Thank you, Dominic.
In conclusion, West Georgia Consulting strives to help businesses with communication in a developing business world. We strive to make every business work at its full potential, no matter the size of the company. Thank you for your time, and we are happy to take any questions that you may have at this time. Working with West Georgia Consulting would not only be a smart choice, but a smart investment because we can come up with detailed instructions and strategies on how to better improve your business. Proven by our strong success rate and great reputation, we will work hard to find out what is best tailored for your company and will work with you hand in hand every step of the way to ensure you gain the most success out of your investment by coming to us.
I think you can trust our recommendations because of our numerous companies that we've worked with in the past. West Georgia Consulting has had a high success rate of being able to provide these companies with new strategies for communication to their employees and to the target markets that they intend to either sell their services to or the products that they make. So
The effects of internal communication on campus with career services is very important. Uh, if there's no internal communication, then there's no way that the student body can really know about this particular department. Career services plays a huge role in students acquiring a job after college, and this is a huge deal for both the university and the student. And one of the ways they do this is putting, you know, they could put up flyers around campus and allow the student body to know where career services is at, and this would help the student body tremendously.
Working with West Georgia's consulting company will be one of the best ideas because we have everything you need in order to succeed. We've already started to come up with different strategic plans to help guide your department back on track. Internally, externally, recommendations, feedback, we've got it all. We're just here to help the students and you guys. And if everything we do is not catered to the students, then the students won't be involved. So we've come up with ways internally to help keep communication within their department alive as well as externally outside of the department, those ways to just help the students get involved in different feedbacks. We just have so many different various plans that we have for you guys. Working with us will be a breeze. And we just would love to be a part of your guys' team and just work together. Thank you.
We, the students of the West Georgia consulting firm, believe that the career services should take our recommendation of increasing their engagement on social media to increase student engagement because our generation is a technology savvy one. We live on social media no matter what we're doing, literally like 24 hours of the day. Someone's either tweeting, Instagramming, Snapchatting, Facebooking, or using Tumblr. So I think that the career services will definitely benefit with becoming more involved on social media. Social media is the place where they can meet the people who they are trying to get to come to their events. Organizations probably should focus on getting their content in platforms where students are most able to have their attention grabbed, and in this case, that would be social media. Social media would also allow the our staff to respond quickly, our staff and career services staff respond quickly to questions and problems. It also allows them to engage more with the community of the student body and let the student body ultimately get to know us more, get to know what the career services is about and what do they have to offer to the student bodies. And just furthermore, again, as I addressed before, social media engagement in general is very high for the student body of West Georgia. So, if the career services was to become more engaged and more involved on social media, this will let their audience know that they are up to date with things. So, their events will probably be things that they would be interested in.
To go deeper into my analysis on my recommendation, I feel like the more people on our team, the more successful our business will be. This semester, this year, for that matter, we had a good success rate. Students who came, we didn't get that many negative. Actually, we didn't have any negative feedback. It was just the fact that we could have had way more people on our team, and that's nobody's fault in particularly. I just feel like social media could be a big advance in our company, or just reaching out to bilinguals and just having a more diverse staff and a more diverse team, because some people don't understand the messages that we're sending, or the flyers or things like that. But having someone to break it down to them and see what our purpose is will really influence people to come and do better and just look at things on the brighter side, because like I said, we were also younger students, young freshmen, younger classmen, and we also had those troublesome and worries that we couldn't really go to people and talk about because we didn't have those people in our corner. And that's why we're here, So I just feel like if more people understood our true meaning, then we would have more people involved in our company. So yeah, I recommend that we look into reaching out to more bilinguals in the future. And that'll be all. Thank you.